really pretty packaging to it. Kind of matches my highlight. We totally go. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got my June favorites here for you today in this bag all gathered together. So I'm gonna do like I normally do in my monthly favorites, where I quickly run through my overall Friday favorites, and then I have other things to share with you guys, like some makeup-y things that I haven't mentioned in Friday favorites, some skincare things, some hair care things, or a hair care thing, and fashion, yes. And I think that's what we got to chat about. Yeah, so let's get to it. Okay, for overall eye and cheek favorites for the month. For eyes, I would have to say first off the Nomad Tokyo palette. This is so stinking cute. I mean, the packaging is adorable, but then the color story in here, if you love pastels and colorful shades and shimmery duochrome shades, this is the palette for you. It is so much fun, amazing quality. I mean, these are just like light catching and incredible. So much fun. So love that palette. Really enjoyed the BH Cosmetics Stellar Collision palette. These are more kind of duochrome metallic shades. They have a little bit of micro shimmer in shimmerdom. A little bit of micro shimmer in shimmerdom. So it's beautiful on the eyes and on the cheeks. So what I have on my cheeks today is this one right here. Oh, it is so stunning. Love it. Also wore this on my cheeks as a blush, so also love this as a blush favorite for the month overall. So this right here is gorgeous as a blush. And then definitely have to mention the BH Cosmetics Marvin Magnificent palette. This is like in my top favorite palettes now, because this is the most amazing neutral but glowy. It's like it's neutral but special sort of a palette. It's incredible. These are so pigmented and beautiful. The mattes are so easy to work with and just buttery and blendable. Amazing quality, beautiful palette. Ooh, and also I wore this as a blush, so I would say that this is an overall blush favorite for the month as well, because this works great as a blush. So it's just a quick like one and done, can do so many things sort of a palette. Okay, for overall lip favorites for the month, I would say the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick Les Macarons. I think I'm getting better at that the more I say it. Maybe not, who knows. In Framboise Frenzy. Such a gorgeous raspberry sort of color. I swatched these more in Friday favorites when I first mentioned them. So if you want to see swatches of these things, check out those Friday favorites. But this is a beautiful kind of raspberry sort of a color. My rude camera cut me off, but beautiful raspberry sort of a color. Really impressive, long wearing formula. It's a liquid lipstick, but I feel like it wears very well for being a liquid lipstick and is more on the low maintenance side of things. And it's just like stinking impressive with how long this wears. It is really good. And then the ColourPop Lippy Sticks in Goodie Bag, which is what I'm wearing right now. This is such a fun, happy pink. If you love just a bright, fun pink that's not super neon, but still a statement lip, this is such a fun color. And these are just easy peasy. Throw them in your purse, comfortable formula, inexpensive. They're awesome little lip products. So those are my overall Friday favorites for the month. Okay, some makeup-y things that I have not mentioned in Friday favorites. So for kind of foundation combo for the month, I really enjoyed these two paired together. So I think I mentioned this to you last month. I mean, this is like always my favorite, but I've been wearing it in medium. This is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. It has a really long name, but it's the CC Cream in medium. So normally I wear it in light or fair, but since I've been sunless tanning, not super well, but attempting to, I wear it in medium, and it's awesome. It has SPF 50, has anti-aging ingredients in it, so I feel like this is good for the skin, doing good things for the skin, great sun protection, just good ingredients in it, and really beautiful application and coverage, and I just love the formula of it. This is my holy grail. I've loved it for years, so I've been really enjoying it in medium, but I've been mixing it with this mainly for the color, because I had this deeper color, but I really like this combo together. They work very well together, and honestly, I've kind of like realized how much I like this foundation. I knew I liked it, but I've really been enjoying it and been very impressed with it. The Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation, Oil-Free, and this is Warm Beige, which is a pretty deep color. I'll show it to you. But mixed with the medium, it really works well, and I don't sunless tan my face, so it kind of helps to balance things out a little bit. So I really like the color of it, but it is very pretty and skin-like. It honestly ends up looking pretty similar to this on the face, and mixed together, they just meld into the skin. A little bit goes a long way, so you don't need a lot of product. And it just, I find I don't like a foundation that kind of sits on top of the skin or clings to anything, any texture, whatever. I like them to be very creamy and just almost feel not like skincare, but just kind of meld into the skin like skincare would. And I feel like both of these do, especially combined together. And I do get kind of shiny with both of them a little bit, but they don't break down. And I found that actually this month I've been asked a lot about what I use for makeup or what I use for foundation, because people have commented on kind of the smoothness of my skin. So I think it's this, and then also some skincare things that I've been doing. So yeah, anyway, love this combo. They work really well together. Okay, some skincare things. So I tried out a couple of foundation products, and I really couldn't narrow down which one of those kind of irritated my skin or just made my skin not so happy. So I had some kind of little, like, it wasn't full-on breakouts, but just little bumps coming up under the skin. So, I mean, really, I think they were pimples, but just tiny ones. You know what I mean? Just whatever it was wasn't making my skin happy. I think I narrowed it down to a couple things, but I'm not 100% sure. It's just kind of hard to pinpoint sometimes. So anywho, I was kind of trying to make my skin happy again. So I went back to some things that I know I love, that I know work really well for my skin. I still have this in the box just because why not? The Sunday Riley Power Couple Kit. I have loved this for years. This is a fan favorite from so many people, and for good reason. This just works. This combo works. It is kind of pricier skincare. I mean, there's pricier out there, but it's more investment skincare. It's not like drugstore prices, but it works so well. First off, it includes the Luna Sleeping Night Oil, which is a retinol sort of an oil. Just what I notice about this combo is so smoothing to the skin. That's the experience, is a smoothing experience, because I was noticing a lot of texture on my skin. So this is kind of your first step to help with, I think that this is supposed, let's even see what this is supposed to help with. I think it's supposed to help with wrinkles and hyperpigmentation for an even toned complexion. See, this is why I keep the box, because I have information at my fingertips to share with you. Oh no, I'm saying the wrong thing. Wrong information. That was for good genes, but I think this is supposed to help that too. Let's see. See, here it is. Youthful skin plumpness, reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, UV aging, and pore size while promoting clearer, smoother skin. So yes, oh, pore size too. I was noticing my pores and like just texture and pores and just not smooth. My skin wasn't looking smooth, so I wanted to smooth it out. Well, that time my battery died, so I had to change my battery, so I have no idea what I was saying. But Luna is supposed to help with fine lines and wrinkles, UV aging, and pore size while promoting clearer, smoother skin. So I was really seeking out smoothing to my skin, and I feel like this combo really, really helps with that. So that is the first step. And then you follow it up with Good Genes, which is a lactic acid treatment. Now, I do notice when I use this, I don't know if I would describe it as tingling, but almost like I mean, you can feel it almost like working on your skin. So a little bit of a tingle, not really like an itching. This doesn't sound good, but I can just feel it doing something on my skin. It's not uncomfortable. It's not like I can't stand it, but I definitely feel it on my skin. So that's just an FYI. I definitely experience that pretty much every time I use it. So it says, high potency purified grade lactic acid instantly plumps lines and smooths the appearance of deeper wrinkles and hyperpigmentation for an even toned complexion. Let's see, brightening, soothing, clarifying, exfoliating plump lines and correct uneven tone for immediate radiance. So yeah, just I feel like if I'm wanting to change the game of my skin quickly, this combo is one of my go-tos and my absolute favorite skincare products out there. So they're amazing. And I've also been following it up with this. This is the Elemis Peptide 4 Night Recovery Cream Oil. says Restoring Night Cream Oil. So I know I've mentioned this in the past, so I've liked this for a while. I just kind of revisit it every so often. I pulled up some information on it so I could read it to you. Let's see. Exceptionally rich in omega-3, vitamin E, and antioxidants. Skin feels rebalanced and appears restored and replenished. Let's see. Lightweight oil protects and conditions the skin. It has a key fatty acid, omega-3 key fatty acid, which assists in reducing redness and improving skin firmness and elasticity. Helps support the skin's own synchronized internal clock, and that's the peptide 4 is what's doing that. So I use this after the other two, and I feel like it's super hydrating on the skin. I really like the texture of it. This is a new bottle because my other one I'm like scraping it to get the last of it out of there. So this is, it's kind of a, I don't know how I would describe it, like a milky sort of a product to it. Let me move my mirror. It's like a creamy sort of a product. So it does, cream oil I think makes sense because it really just melds into the skin, feels very hydrating but not thick and heavy. So I think this would work under makeup depending on your skin type. I would say if you're definitely normal to dry, if you're combination, I would probably just put it in the areas that you're a little bit more dry. But it is very hydrating, feels really nice. So just want to mention that this is what I've been following up the other two with at night. So been really enjoying this. A couple other makeup-y things. I really love this. The Laura Geller Soft Matte Baked Bronzer in Fair. I know I've mentioned this at some point, I'm pretty sure, but man, I've used this so much this month. I've either used this or the Maybelline City Bronzer. I have it in 100 and 200. I probably should have mentioned those too because I really do like those. So honorable mention, the Maybelline City Bronzer, because I did use that quite a bit this month, but I use this a little bit more. This is such a great bronzer because it doesn't look like it in a swatch, but it's a little bit on the rosy side. So it's kind of that blush bronzery sort of a situation. And especially since I've been sunless tanning a lot, I can use this as my contour, but then also kind of just a general application of it to give some kind of warmth. And also because it has that rosiness to it, it almost looks like I've been out in the sun a little bit. And people have commented, oh, you look tan. And I think it's because I'm trying to like match my face to my body because I've been trying to sunless tan my body and kind of obsessing over that and enjoying being tan this summer. So anywho, I've just been using this a lot, like as my contour, but then also to kind of warm up my skin. Beautiful texture to it. It's one of her baked products, so I mean, it just melds into the skin. It doesn't look heavy or dry. It looks just very soft and natural and just beautiful on the skin. Her stuff is just so good. I love all her baked products, and this is just an awesome bronzer. A mascara that I've been really enjoying, have it in the box so you can see the box. This is what it looks like. This is the BH Cosmetics Stellar Lash Mascara. Really pretty packaging to it. Kind of matches my highlight. We totally go. This is a great mascara. So I wasn't, I don't know, I think this is BH Cosmetics' first mascara, I think. So I wasn't necessarily like expecting much. I just thought I would give it a shot, and I'm super picky about mascaras. I mean, that's really the main thing is this sounds probably kind of negative Nelly, but I'm usually expecting to not be wowed by a mascara because I'm just so picky about them. But I was pretty wowed about this one. This is kind of an hourglass shaped, pretty fat wand, and it's a brush sort of a wand. And it's so formula wise. It's very buildable and really volumizing. So I love that about it. I feel like it separates the lashes nicely, gives great volume, gives some length, but I would say it gives more volume than length. And I just noticed how well it builds on itself. And I apply a lot of layers, which I do that with basically every single mascara. And I feel like it builds nicely on itself. If I apply too many layers, it will start to get the little like collecting on the very edges of the lashes, which most mascaras will do that. A lot of them will. This one kind of does it, but you know, it's after like so many layers. I mean, I'm applying a ton of mascara, which is probably not how it's intended to be worn, but that's what I do with it. And I just feel like it's very volumizing and really gives you kind of wha-bam lashes. I don't notice a ton of smudging with this. Some days, and it varies, it's kind of unpredictable. So some days I notice a little bit, but some days I didn't notice any. So that's really good. So I'm very impressed with how it wears, how it looks on the lashes. I really, really like it. I don't wear it on my lower lashes. I pretty much always stick with my CoverGirl Clump Crusher on my lower lashes, but on my upper lashes, that's what I have on today. So if you like a volumizing mascara, I think you'd really enjoy this one. It's been a long time since I've had a hair care favorite, and I have a hair care favorite this month because I am so impressed with this stuff and I love it. I've been using it pretty much every single day. If I forget to use it, I'm like, oh, dang it, that's why my hair looks that way. I forgot to use this. This is the SGX NYC Salon Graphics The Bodyguard Protective Texture Spray, and it says 450-degree thermal defense, 24-hour humidity shield, body and shine, light hold. This is such a good texture spray and a heat protectant in one. That's genius. So what I do is I use this after I've blow dried my hair. So I'll use another heat protectant. I use the Not Your Mother's heat protectant. That's what I have right now. So I'll use that when my hair is damp before I blow dry it. After it's blow dried, is that the word? Blowed dry. I don't know. After it's dry, I'll apply this on my hair. I will spray it into my hair, and it gives some like oomph to the hair. So many texture sprays make your hair feel dirty and like straw. This does not do to that point. It just gives a little bit of texture, but then I love that it has that heat protectant in it too. And I do find that it has some hold to it. So I can use this, you know, usually I'm trying to do my hair more straight like this just because my hair's naturally straight, so it's a little bit healthier for it to try to do the minimum amount of styling on it. So I can use it like this, and it really just kind of gives my hair a little bit of something happening, but then also I can use it when I curl my hair to give more of that texture as well. So I love the heat protectant to it. I love the hold and the little bit of texture and just like something that it gives your hair. And I feel like my hair lasts better throughout the day and doesn't get as flat and greasy looking when I use this. I think because it's got a little bit of plumped up off my scalp sort of a situation happening. So yeah, it's awesome. And it's from Walmart. So it's like, I think it was $6.97 or something. So like $6 or $7. Amazing. And really quickly, a fashion favorite, these earrings. So darn cute. I have them in these two colors. I love them. If you follow any fashion bloggers, I'm sure that you've heard about these. They're awesome. They're from Amazon. So here's the deal. A lot of earrings that I have tried that people have recommended that they say, oh, they're super light. They feel heavy to me. And I've had to return a lot of them, like Amazon ones that I've tried, because they're just too heavy for me. Like I have to wear earrings that basically weigh nothing because this one is pierced wrong. It's too low. My pediatrician pierced it in 4th grade. Too low. So it's just, I have to wear earrings that basically weigh nothing. And normally it's like, you know, the leather type ones or feathers, that type of a deal. So these are a post earring. Let me show you on these. So they're a post, and I would not describe these as weighing nothing. I would describe these, this is about as heavy as I can go. I could maybe go a little bit heavier than these, but the fact that they're a post and the backing to them is really just kind of like this little rubbery backing, but I actually really like that. It feels like it holds it in place better and holds it up on my ear. So I don't notice these dragging down my ears. I don't notice them on my ears as I wear them. So like I said, I always like to describe, probably in too much detail, but I would describe these as being light. But this is about as heavy as I can go. Everybody else that I've heard talk about these say that they weigh nothing. I wouldn't say that. I would say that these are very light, and the fact that they're posts really helps with it. But I just think they are such a statement and so darn cute. And they were like $10. So awesome price and really cute. Okay guys, those are all my favorites for this month. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving in June, either skincare, body care, hair care, makeup, fashion, whatever. Let me know your favorites down below. I would love to hear those. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!